Hi everyone. The last lesson introduced our fourth theme, which is movement. We learned that people study movement to understand ideas, to share information, and to make life better for us. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about movement and goods. We're going to look at different products that we have and locate them on a map. Okay, so I want us to look at the assignment, which is titled here, Geography, Movement, and Goods, and read the learning target together. It says, make connections between movement and location. So movement as in the moving of people and things and where those are located on a map. Now on to our entry task. It says, here's the big question. How many miles did your shoes travel? Look at the tongue of your shoe or on the bottom to find where it was made. And then in the space below, down here, you're going to be answering some questions for the entry task. So I'm going to take off my shoe right now. Okay. Actually a boot. And my label is on the inside and it says made in China. So I'll put my shoe back on. Okay, so in what country were your shoes made? Now remember, when you write on an assignment, I appreciate it when you write in a different font or a different color, okay? So I'm going to type China here, and I'm going to highlight this and make it I'll just use this one because it's up here, okay? And maybe I will make it about purple, okay? Now describe that country's relative location. So in Canvas, there's a link for a world map that has all the countries labeled on it. And I've got that pulled up right here. So I'm going to go all the way to my world map, okay? And find China. Can anybody see it? So China is located in Asia, and it's this yellow country on the map, okay? So north of China is Mongolia and Russia. West of China is Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, and east of China is the Pacific Ocean. All right, so we're going to go back to our assignment. There we go. And describe that country's relative location. China is located west of, okay, so that's where you would fill that in. Now, the next part of the entry task says, use travelmath.com to determine how many miles that country is from your hometown. I thought this was kind of a fun website to go to, and I have it pulled up. Okay, so here's the website, travelmath.com. This is the home page here, and I'm going to say that my hometown is Seattle. Okay, Seattle, Washington. It found that. So click on that. And then I'm going to tab over to the to box. And it likes it better when I put in a city and a country. I know that Beijing is in China. So I'm going to type in Beijing and it brings up China. I'm going to hit go. Okay. And it tells me that flight distance is 5,413 miles. Look at that, 11 hours it takes to get there flying. Has anybody ever been on a long trip like that? All right, back to our assignment. 5,413 miles. Okay, 5,413 miles. Go back and highlight and make it a different font and a different color. Okay, and then after that, you are going to use Google or Bing, which are search engines, any search engine that you want, to look up 2 facts about the country where your shoes were made. And then you're going to write those 2 facts here, okay? We are now in the middle of the first page next to guided practice. And here it reads, everyday items in our homes or classrooms can easily represent a microcosm of the world economy. So if the word microcosm is new to you, let's take a second and talk about it. Oftentimes we can break down bigger words to understand their meaning. So if we take the first part of microcosm and look at micro, what does it mean? What are synonyms or other words that mean micro? If you said small, you're right. Micro and small are sometimes the same description. Now, cosm. If I said cosmos, might you think of the word world? Small world. So, all the things that we might have, all the different products, our clothes, our furniture, our cars, our cell phones, all the different things that we might have is a good example. It's a microcosm of the global world. Okay. Back to this, it says you might be surprised at how many countries are represented on the made in labels around us. If you have these items in your home, look at the labels on them and see where they are made. You're also going to write down the brand names. So there is space for 2 or more items in case your family has more than one. And if you have more than 2, you can make the box bigger or you can write or type small. Okay? All right, I have scrolled to the second page and you are going to see the table there that will allow you to write in, I'm trying to get my cursor, that will allow you to write in the brand name of your TVs, maybe a gaming system, a watch, your car, and your refrigerator. And then you are going to tell me where those were made. Now, if I scroll down to the next part, it says, look around your house at as many labels as possible. If you find an item made in a country not yet identified, write it down on the table below. So you are going to try to look for items that are not the same as the countries that you wrote on the table that's above this one, okay? Now this bottom part. All right, mapping it. In Canvas, there's a world map with countries outlined. You will mark and label the countries identified in the assignment. So you want to look at the previous tables. You might have China, you might have India, you might have Mexico, maybe there's a couple of others. And you are going to mark that on the map. And you are also going to label it. So put an X or a dot, any symbol that shows me that you know where that country is, and also write the name of that country. Okay, so you're going to be submitting this assignment with the tables and the entry task on it, and also the world map with those countries labeled and marked. Okay. The very last part of this is to write a conclusion for me, please. In a few sentences, describe what you learned by looking at different labels and figuring out where products were made. So I'd like you to tell me what it is that you got out of this assignment and what you learned. Have fun, everyone.